Good morning, everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of Getting Baked. Now we're sticking with the theme of savory baked goods, no sweets at the moment, and today we have focaccia. Now this is the first time we've had something on the show that I've actually attempted to make before. I tried, maybe this is a few months ago, and I made it in these little like kind of cake pan type things. Did not work out great. It wasn't, no. It could have turned out a lot better. So this is kind of like the whole redemption thing. So as you can see, it's not much that it takes to make all of this stuff. It's literally, I have yeast with water here. I have bread flour here. I'm using bread flour now more because I realize the gluten and the elasticity, and it kind of works better with the yeast, the proteins. I don't know. That's all science to me. It's honestly just a waiting game. How about I prep the pans at least? So I'm just gonna put them to the side for now. The yeast is foamed up pretty well, and I would consider that activated. So that's 2.5 cups of water. I'm gonna throw just right into here with the flour, and then it also calls for 1 tablespoon of, where are you? Of my beloved Morton kosher salt. Okay, so throw that in there, and it says to kind of incorporate everything until a shaggy dough comes together, and it's already coming together pretty damn well. See, when I see like bread dough, this is exactly what I think about. This kind of shaggy, stretchy dough. You see the little kind of bubbles forming in it because of the yeast. I don't know. I think it's mostly incorporated. I don't know why I tasted that. It tastes like flour and water. So now it's telling me to put olive oil, which we have here. I'm not going to use this one. We have this extra virgin olive oil here, and it says to put 4 tablespoons in this bowl. Maybe I should have mixed it in a different bowl. Look, this is not a baking household. We don't have bowls like that on a whim. So, here's the plan. I think I'm just gonna put it into this one and let it like do a big rise. I think I'll notice the rise more. So I put 4 tablespoons of olive oil in here. I'm assuming that's 4. I'm gonna add a little bit more. That is a good smelling olive oil too. That is like an olive oil you get at a nice Italian restaurant, even though this is, I can't tell what country this olive oil comes from. But also, who cares? And what I see in the directions is it kind of, since it's in that oil there, they do a little flip to get everything coated and incorporated. Oh God, this is a sticky ass dough. I'll tell you that. So I'm gonna go under, and we're gonna kind of do like a fold situation. I'm guessing, just to kind of get it all. Alrighty, that's cool. That's cool. I am confident in how that looks. And I just gotta let this rest. This is supposed to be an overnight thing. I'm trying to make this production the whole day, and not more than a day because that's all I have. So yeah, gonna wrap this up. Gonna go in the fridge for 3 hours, and I will see you all later. It's been about 2 hours, and some insane developments have happened. I'm glad I put it in the bigger bowl, I'll just say for now, because holy shit, look at that. This is this is insane. This thing is huge. So what I am seeing now is I need to get 2 forks and kind of like since it's not really like a kneading recipe, I need to kind of like fold it over itself, and then we throw it to a pan for a second proof. Then we go for baking. So I have 2 forks here. I'm gonna put this off to the side for now. Now what I've decided is just to use this singular baking pan because I do want something thicker. I want to make sandwiches out of this. I just want to make a good like loaf, I guess. Not a loaf, but you know, a good thing of focaccia. So I'm gonna take this here. I get 2 forks, kind of go around the side. Go around the side fully. It's kind of insane. This is the biggest rise I've seen out of any dough I've made. And it's even better than the focaccia that I've made before. I'm pretty sure. Active dry yeast is the best. I thought, you know, I think because of the name, it's like, oh, instant yeast, like, you know, that's going to be better because it's instant. It's probably easier to use. Nah. Active dry is like king here. It's between the pretzels last episode and this here. This has done some very good things for my psyche and my confidence as a baker. It says use about 4 tablespoons of butter, so that's like half a stick, and just that's a lot of. I mean, they said this, you know, this wasn't gonna be a low calorie thing, but whatever. Who gives a? Eat whatever the hell you want. I feel like that's a lot of butter still. I feel like it's too much butter, so I'm just gonna kind of spread this all up in here and the sides and get all that. My nose is itchy right now, but I can't do anything. My hands are rendered useless at the moment. So I'm trying to get the corners and everything like that. This is gonna taste good though. Like between the butter and the olive oil and just bread. Just bread, man. This is gonna be amazing. I put a good amount of olive oil in this already, so I'm just gonna kind of like what's in this bowl right here. I'm gonna try to pour that out here because it says to put some on the bottom. And then I'm just going to kind of add that to the bottom over here and then just dump this out. This big, wonderful blob. And kind of get it spread out to the edges a bit more. I don't know when I do the topping part. But we'll see. I'm just trying to get this stretched out to the corners. You know, it's kind of crazy that the thing that I was afraid of the most, and, you know, one of the bigger inspirations for the show, you know, because of my lack of confidence for baking breads, especially. It's probably going to yield some of the best things I made. I mean, the conchas were good. They could have been better, but the pretzels, I still can't like stop talking about that. Like, it's one of the greatest things I've made on this show. So, I don't know if I do the dimpling thing yet, which I know is a big thing for focaccia. Okay, so it's been about an hour, and I wouldn't call this a problem, but like, in the best way possible, look look how this thing rose. Oh my god, there is so much activity going on with this yeast here. Wow. And I hope we can stay in this pan right. I think we have to deflate it a little. But I'm going to start with doing that like this here, right? Because I think that's protocol, right? So I have these sun-dried tomatoes that I kind of soaked in a little water so they have a little more moisture. So I'm gonna disperse these throughout, right? They're a little salty, so thankfully we didn't salt the focaccia too much. As I put this on, I'm having second guesses or second thoughts as to if I want to put everything on it. I feel like maybe I should just stick with the sun-dried tomatoes. That might be a good call in itself. Or I can just crack some black pepper. I feel like that'll complement the tomatoes really well. And just a little sprinkle of sea salt. I think that's the call for it. Black pepper. I'm gonna make it like really chunky. Alright, I don't want to make it too peppery. This is good pepper too. Thank you, Costco. And then throw some of this on. This is not really adjustable, so let's just do 2, 3, 4, 5. There. I'm gonna kind of do more of the dimpling there to kind of get everything in there, incorporated, and just delicious. All right, so this looks beautiful. I don't want to tip it over because it's like gonna slip out, but this looks amazing. And this is gonna go in the oven for about 30 minutes at 450. And we got focaccia. It's been about 20 minutes, and I think it's about done. So I'm gonna pull it out, and this is gonna be a focaccia world premiere. All right, you guys ready for this? 1, 2. Holy f***ing shit. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Look at that. This is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. This is a much better attempt at, I'm gonna lift it up on the side. Ouch. I'm gonna lift it up on the side to see what that looks like. I'm gonna hurt myself. The bottom looks beautiful. Everything. Okay, I'm gonna be bold and cut straight down the middle. Okay, this is way too hot right now. It just came out of the oven, so I'm gonna let it cool for about like 15-20 minutes, and we'll be right back. All right, so I may have tried a little bit off camera, but look at this. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna try another little piece just for the camera. So what we ended up having here is a cracked sun-dried tomato, black pepper, sea salt, focaccia bread. It is fluffy, it is dense, it is olive oily. It has a perfect crisp at the top. Like, this is amazing. I between this and the pretzels, I have so much more confidence making breads now. It's not even funny. Because of time constraints and everything and scheduling conflicts, I couldn't find a guest today. So I'm the guest. And you're just gonna have to deal with me. And I enjoyed it. Hopefully between this and the other yeasty breads I make, this is good training for when I eventually get baguettes. or any other like hard thing of harder type of bread to make. So thank you for joining me on this episode of Getting Baked. I hope you enjoyed. I didn't fail as much this time. I feel I'm progressively getting so much better. So the original thing of this show is kind of going away, slowly but surely. I feel like once we get back more into really, really technical stuff, it's going to start kicking my ass more. But I will see you all again in the next episode. Thank you. Love you. See you soon.